Bungie, a studio known for giving substance to their games with deep lore and heavy themes. And Destiny, my fellow gamers, will be no different. April 14th, 2014. The moon will be consumed by darkness. Bungie sends out this tweet, and the link is an article about a blood-red lunar eclipse that happened that night. So, Bungie's keeping tabs on the sky. This led me to look up other lunar events and compare them with significant Destiny dates. Sure enough, September 9th, Destiny's release date, is the last of 3 supermoons occurring in 2014, which is an incredibly rare event. After sharing this idea with a few friends, they convinced me it was probably just a coincidence. A few weeks later though, I was reminded of the Law of the Jungle video released by Bungie in May 2013. It quotes Rudyard Kipling's Law of the Jungle, a poem stating an actual set of legal codes used by wolves in his novel. Now Bungie has a history of pulling from classic literature. Remember Cortana in Halo 3 saying, "This is the way the world ends"? That was from a T.S. Eliot poem called The Hollow Men. A lot of Halo's themes are based off the notions in this poem. Bungie seems to have done it again with Kipling's poem, where we find a code of conduct for the wolf and how it is to act within a pack, especially when fighting other packs. Factions? I highly recommend reading it, looking for clues to Destiny's deepest themes. So, wolves and the moon. Soon enough, wolves and wolf symbolism started showing up in Destiny content everywhere. Another image of wolf-related symbolism is the Traveler itself. How many silhouettes of guardians will we see staring up at the Traveler over the next decade? In the same way a wolf howls to the moon. Take a look at this cape, the Mantle of Gelion. It illustrates the Iron Banner tree, which is actually the image of a wolf. See the eyes? Here you can even see the tree over Saladin's helmet, the eyes being where the wolf's eyes would be. This crest shows up on a whole lot of weapons and armor all over Destiny. I was seeing it everywhere, and that's when I saw it, the Tricorn. It's shaped like a wolf. I spent a week trying to convince myself that the shape was just a coincidence. Then I remembered the game developer conference clip of Bungie explaining their design tactics. They use shapes, basic shapes. Here's an image of how they design each class in Destiny. This resonated well with my thoughts on the Tricorn, as it's a basic shape for the face of a wolf. Galp13 on Bungie's forums replied to my post saying, "The wolf symbol in Celtic and other cultures such as Native American and European often features a triaxial design thought to represent the pack. Here's the Celtic symbol for wolf." At this point in my research, I'm going crazy. It's all too much. There's no way these are coincidences, and I can't convince myself otherwise. That's when it all hits the fan. I had the thought, I wonder if there are any wolf constellations. A Google search reveals the Lupus constellation, also known as the Wolf constellation. I looked for any other correlation between the Lupus constellation and Destiny. What I find made my head explode. On February 11th, 2013, Bungie began an alternate reality game designed to market the official public announcement of Destiny. Its name, Alpha Lupi, the brightest star in the Lupus constellation. When playing the beta, I noticed the constellation itself on the Bungie logo. Insane. Now there are many more references to the wolf all over Destiny, like the expansion pack, House of Wolves, so don't consider this video to be an exhaustive list. So I'm gonna need your help. Post any more wolf references you find in the comment section below or in this forum. Thanks for watching, gamers, and subscribe for more upcoming Destiny content. Killworthy out.